My name is Yordanos Tessema, but most people call me by my nickname Yordi. And I powerlift, and my job is a trainer. The sport itself is like competing at a meet. A local meet usually would be your first one, and you attempt the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. And you have 3 attempts at each lift to get your best total. And then you'd be competing against someone in your weight class and if you're a female or male. Favorite lift would definitely be deadlift, just because it's my strongest. Well, I mean, I have the provincial record right now, so. The 412 is provincial record in the 57 kg open weight class. When I first started training at Good Life as a trainer, a bunch of the trainers there were like really into like lifting heavy. They were doing squats, deadlift, and I kind of was already doing that on my own, but not to that extent. So I was like, man, this is really cool. Like, get to lift a lot of heavy weights. So 4 of us actually that worked there planned to do our first meet together. So we trained together, helped each other out. We did our first meet October 2015 in Kingston. When I first started transitioning to being a trainer, I was in school for accounting at York University. And that's kind of when I started actually working out and lifting weight. I think the one thing that drove me closer to powerlifting is just like how strong and confident you feel. Being able to do something you thought you couldn't do was like so empowering. I'm really glad I'm not an accountant right now. I'd say powerlifting is very friendly. Like when you go up on the platform, like literally everyone's screaming at you to get the lift. Like that's actually one of the things I really loved when I first went to watch my first meet, was that like you go up there, no one knows you, but they want you to get that lift.
Come on, Yordi! Yep! Finish it!
Like I get like sometimes like emotional seeing that, because it's pretty cool. Just meal prepping for the week. Gonna make some sweet potato for my carbs, some ground beef, and some rice, and some steak for breakfast. Eating healthy, like, again, what makes it hard is that these people have challenge in terms of like changing their behavior, because it's just because something they've been doing for so long, not in the right way. The best thing to do is just to make it simple for you, right? So don't overcomplicate the process and make small changes as you go. Like I never ate the way I eat now, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, right? So small changes over time, that's gonna make it easier to commit to something that's really good for you in terms of like getting to your goal. Growing up, I've always played sport, but I would always like go with the boys and like play soccer. So I was always out there playing. Like I have tons of scratches on my knee from like playing sports and running around all the time. And like when you get a bruise in Ethiopia, like it's not like here, there's just rocks everywhere. So if you fall, you're getting like a huge bruise and it's bleeding and stuff. So yeah, I played sport like all growing up till I came here for sure.
About 1992 or close 1993, my wife then had to visit family in Tigray, which is located in Ethiopia. And the person who was running the orphanage asked her if she could just sponsor someone.
First 5 years, I grew up back home in my mom's family's house, and with just me and her family. The next 6 years, I lived at an orphanage, which my mom and her brother were running.
2001, that was my first time going back to Ethiopia. That's when the first time I met her. Right after I met her, she was so happy but shy. It was that's when we started talking about, you know what, why don't we bring her over, and we want to adopt her. So at the same time we lost a baby, where we didn't have a baby yet at that time. It's somewhat later, when I look back, I say it's kind of a miracle. She would have been almost the same age with Yordi.
It was excitement, but like also I was scared at the same time. Leaving my mom, leaving everything I knew, it was scary. But there's this thing living in a country like Ethiopia where it's like going to Canada or America is like the dream, right? My mom was definitely really sad about me having to come to Canada. But I think she wanted a better future for me. But like, I can just feel it like from like deep down that she did not want me to go. Growing up, it was just me and her. Like, she didn't have anyone else. She doesn't have her own other kids. She doesn't have a husband. But I guess she also didn't want to be selfish, so she let me go. So after moving here, maybe a couple of years later, I was in my room one time and I was just going through my room and I found a sheet, and it was like adoption sheet, and it had some like details about myself. And then there was one question where I had like, who are her parents, right? And it was at unknown. Like, it just had like so many unknown answer to a lot of the question, and I was like, whoa, like I didn't know that, because I thought like my mom who raised me back home was my actual mom.
In 2001, they told us the whole story. So we did get the story, but we didn't want to share it at the time. So it was a day that I had to spend a few hours to talk to her.
And he's like, oh, I don't know the details. He's like, why don't you go ask your adopted mom? And I was like, okay. So I went and asked her. She kind of gave me some details, and then I kind of just let it go. And then when I went to visit my mom back home, she's like, okay, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to feel like you're like abandoned from your family. When you were like a baby, maybe like a day old, someone found you in a hotel room, like wrapped like a baby would be. Apparently I still had like blood on my skin. For about a week or so, they put out like a newspaper to see if someone would claim the baby, and no one did. So at that time, her brother actually gave her, which is me, to my mom as like a gift, like, this is your daughter.
It would be very difficult to know that I would, what my life would be if she wasn't part of our family. She's very caring, and especially in the time that we separated, she really filled the gap for being there for her brother. I don't even want to imagine not having her in our life, because she fulfilled us as a family. I never had a daughter, and in our home we were only boys, so she filled the gap, and I can't even think of it, having our family without her. Her powerlifting and her scheduling herself and doing it well did motivate me. She has changed me. Usually it's kids are motivated with their parents, but I'm motivated by her, and she's changed me. Even her brother, she was, pushing him to go to the gym, and she's a good example. If there's anything that I would give to Yordi the night before her national competition, you've done it before, and I'm proud of you, and you'll do it again, and just do what you've been doing.
I'm in Winnipeg to compete in my second national competition for powerlifting. I'm definitely nervous for tomorrow, but I'll definitely feel more nervous like warming up and like waiting to do my first squat. But right now I'm not too bad. I'm pretty calm. Well, I guess it all depends how things feel tomorrow, but I feel pretty confident. Prep has gone pretty well for me this year. Definitely gonna kick some ass tomorrow.
If successful, she's in second place and will go 9 for 9. Yordanos Tessema, Ontario.
performed really well. Didn't bother me missing the last airlift a little bit, obviously, but it happens. Learn from it. Things to improve for next time. That's one thing actually I enjoy about competing is like seeing all these different friends, people I've never met from like different provinces, which is why I actually want to do national every year so I can travel all around Canada. I hope like this is something you know everyone can learn from and hopefully be inspired.
Silver medalist, Yordanos Tessema.
It's very fulfilling, like day in, day out, and like progress is not always just physical. Sometimes it's mental. Like that's fulfilling because now it's a lifestyle change and not a temporary thing.
Congratulations to the medalists. To the women's 12 and 57 kilo class.